So no matter what the circumstances may be, no, God is always there for me. Yeah. Through the sunshine or through the rain, through the pleasure or through the pain, God is always there for me. So I met this old man. He was so poor, didn't hold no bed, so we slept on the floor. He's always smiling, never heard him complain. He said I've proven God again and again. So no matter what the circumstances may be, God is always there for me. Yeah. Through the sunshine or through the rain, through the pleasure or through the pain, God is always there for me. No matter what the circumstances may be, yeah, God is always there for me. Yeah. Through the good times or through the bad, through the happy times or through the sad, God is always there for me. The landlord wears the rent, school fee too, partner drop bombs, and the youth them need you. Friends all ask me what I'm gonna do. I smile and tell them that God will see me through. So no matter what the circumstances may be, yeah, God is always there for me. Yeah. Through the sunshine or through the rain, through the pleasure or through the pain, God is always there for me. So no matter what the circumstances may be, God is always there for me. Yeah. Through the good times or through the bad, through the happy times or through the sad, God is always there for me. I met this old man. He was so poor, he didn't hold a bed, so we slept on the floor. He's always smiling, I never heard him complain. He said I've proven God again and again. So no matter what the circumstances may be, God is always there for me. Yeah. Through the sunshine or through the rain, through the pleasure or through the pain, God is always there for me. No matter what the circumstances may be, no, God is always there for me. Yeah. Through the good times or through the bad, through the happy times or through the separate me from your love, my Jesus. Nothing will be able to turn me away from you.
Good afternoon to listeners and viewers. Good afternoon, bright Wednesday afternoon to you wherever you are. Yes, and we're off to a late start, but we are going to start this evening program. Yes, with some current affairs for you. Yes, we That's what we are going to be doing. With some, as I said, we are going to start with some current affairs issues. Yes. And, you know, there are so much things happening. We have with us public commentator Lucius White. Good afternoon, Lush. Hello, Lush. I don't know what is happening here. I am not getting through to Lush. What is happening? Hello, Lush.
Yes, I lost you a while ago.
Yes. Yes, good afternoon to you, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes.
I hear an echo.
Yeah. I am hearing you loud and clear. So many things happening. What's on your mind today?
Well, I have been looking and listening, and the sound that we hear is that we are doing so well that we can give away things, and there is no new taxation, and there is no recession, and whatever is happening with the rest of the global economy has no effect on us.
Yes.
So we are in for a marvelous time.
Right.
No, but that isn't reality. That is what some people would hope for.
Mm-hmm.
And we, if we are not careful and fall for the wishes of others, then you'll have to pay the price of reality.
Yes.
Has it ever occurred to you that we hear how well we are doing? But at the same time, we have the situation where the teachers, the doctors, and whoever are supposed to get the reactive money is 3 years, going 2, 3 years, and they don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
And why? If you have your money and you owe these people, why don't you pay?
Yes, that is.
The logic is beyond me.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have the money and you won't pay, then you're downright wicked.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have the money and you pretend that you have it, then you're a liar.
Yes.
And that is the situation in which we are at the moment.
Yes, sir. Yes. Well, the finance minister spoke, and she made a number of announcements.
And this is what it really is, announcement.
Well,
because I have contended that for several years we don't get any budget, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All we do, we get the announcement.
Yes.
So they come in Parliament and they announce all kind of things, and then they go and do what they feel like. But there is no accountability for the money which Parliament has passed.
Yes.
And consequently, you have this situation where it's trillions of dollars that have not been accounted for as is required by law.
Yes.
And so when you hear they say they pass something in the House, it really don't mean nothing. Mm-hmm. Because they may or may not do it. Money that has things that have never been brought to Parliament. Money that have been spent, and money that was passed in Parliament had not been spent. So we are running a pretty lawless ship.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The question is, how long can we as a people tolerate this sort of governance?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Louis, it is questionable and something that we have to think about because, and you know, this is an election budget, you know, because what we know that we are in election year, right? We are in the election period now. And both parties are on the hustings. And what we have to be aware of, those of us who have been around for a while, this is the season for promises. Now the people, what we would like the people to do is to, instead of just listening to the promises, taking the handouts, put some things on the table, their needs. Let me remind you, water, medical supplies, infrastructure, those are issues facing the Jamaican public right across the table. And therefore, they should be seeking answers from the politician during this period.
But we have a situation where we are now being told that they're going to cut the GCT of electricity, and they are going to give money to people who use the steal electricity so that they can
be legitimize
themselves.
Yes.
But nobody don't tell you where the money is going to come from. Mm-hmm. Because if you give up all of that GCT and you are giving money, then money have to come from somewhere.
Yes, sir.
But they don't tell you that.
No.
They tell you what they are giving. And because people have expectation of licky and you're getting something for nothing, you don't recognize it's the same kind of trick that caught them in 5 and 4.
Yes.
When they were going to give and do all kind of things without it costing any money. Mm-hmm. And when the costs come, we're still paying for it. Mm-hmm. So altogether, if people really pause and recognize that if things were as great as they say it is, then why do you have to take 12 years of the income from the airport authority in advance?
Yes.
No, you have taken that money and it has been expended. But guess what happened? For the next 12 years, money which should be coming into the revenue have already been spent.
Yeah.
And this is the administration that people are telling about their fiscal prudence.
Yes.
Sorry. You have a situation where, in spite of the denial, the Jamaican economy is in recession.
Yes.
Good. The way out of a recession is for public expenditure. Mm. You can't beg or dig your way out without increasing the activities to improve your infrastructure, your education, and your health.
Yes.
So that you can operate a more efficient economy.
Right.
But instead, what are we doing? We passed a budget last year, which was supposed to be $80 billion for public expenditure. But they only managed to spend 61. Mm-hmm. And the budget this year is the same 61. They said they don't have the capacity to spend it.
Yes.
No, if you are running an economy and you don't create the capacity in order to spend, then you're organizing yourself that you can't grow.
Yes.
And if you can't grow, it means that between stagnation and decline, that is what you will get. So the end product is poverty will continue to increase. And when far too many of your people are in a state of hopelessness because of the frustration of either being unemployed or underemployed or underpaid, it means survival is where they kick in, and that means all of us are in danger to the people who figure they have very little reason for living.
Yeah.
So we need to insist that somebody knows where the money is coming from when people are promising to give you this and give you that.
We have to leave it there today.
Right, yeah.
So, but we have to keep our eyes on these matters. So thank you very much today, Lucius.
Right, your blessing.
Okay. As public commentator, Lucius White. Let us go for a break. This is Rebel Radio.
Cool Oasis service stations are the fastest, coolest service stations around. Drive through and buy your phone cards from Cool Biz. Yes, it's easy. No paper, no pin. From the fastest, coolest service stations. Quality fuels, lubricants, and refreshments at the lowest prices, the cleanest restrooms, and the smoothest service to make your drive even cooler. From the fastest, coolest service stations, get cool service and cool stuff fast at Cool Oasis service stations island-wide.
Never gonna tease her. Boom, bam. You don't know, so rubber dub, egg, tonic wine, the finest wine. So all of the man them wanna tune into the wine here, you know. You say if you don't want to go long and strong, you just tune into rubber dub.
Your pockets skyrocket with Mayberry's Tranche 3 public bond offer. Invest from as little as $20,000 and earn 10.25% interest per annum. Take charge of your financial future and invest with confidence, knowing that your money is bound to return. Use your returns to accomplish financial goals, pay personal expenses, and invest even further. Visit bondberryja.com to view the prospectus and to learn more, or contact your investment advisor today. It's time to make your pockets skyrocket with Mayberry.
Welcome back to Rebel Radio. Yes, as we say today, Wednesday, and we are going to be talking about some politics now. You know, we are in the political season. And we have with us today the man who is waiting to take over Northeast Manchester, Now, I must tell my listeners, the Member of Parliament for North East Manchester, Mr. Hardley Shaw, is the longest serving Member of Parliament in Middlesex. But he is not going back. He has decided to hang up his political gloves. And Val Wint, that man who has been knocking on the door to represent the people in North East, is now gearing up to take over. I have Mr. Wint with us this afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Wint.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. And so are you going to take North East Manchester this time around, sir?
Well, people are saying so loudly.
Yes.
Yes, the cries are coming out.
Okay.
You know, for too long I've been knocking on the door.
Yes.
And I don't want no one to tell me that I still can knock for more. Time come.
The time come now? Yes. Yes. So what is this? What is happening in Northeast Manchester, sir? Just tell my listeners what is happening down there.
You mean as it relates to politically?
Yes, sir. Everything. Tell us about everything.
Well. As you would have known, I had pulled from, personal business quite a number of years now.
Yes.
And it has been my intention to give the people of North some public service.
Yes.
Yes. Time for me to work for them from a public office. Now, as it relates to our outgoing member of parliament, I'm quite saddened that is leaving the arena now. Because, we have had 2 fights in the past.
Yes.
I took a break. The fighters there. And, with renewed strength and vigor, I've returned to take him on.
Yes.
But it seems like him not a best.
Yes.
So, we're here, and we are doing what we have to do. Loving the people, patience with the people, and be there as a source of comfort and assurance to the people of North East Manchester.
Yes.
We realize that the JP has been quite apprehensive as to who the central represents, the Jamaica Labour Party. But we're not worried about that. Any patient come, free medicine. One doctor anyway. As it relates to our plans going forward, for a very long time, my interest has been community development. To that end, I qualified myself as a community developer. And, I've been working with the community organization. I worked with several schools, including Homewood, from which an after need coming, Spalding High School, Spalding Primary School, Neighborhood Basic School, the library, I've served the TDC community organization like the Red Cross. So I've been there giving community service to many NGOs and some government agencies and others. I continue to pursue those avenues of service because I believe as a member of parliament aspect, one has to really take on the whole matter of service. The FSA, I represent the FSA, and we are really here to carry the mandate of the people.
Yes.
I have been listening to the people for a very long time. I have not become daunted because of the losses in the election. We know that each election have different circumstances, and the different circumstances may determine the outcome.
Yes, sir.
It's not necessary to win the seat. Nevertheless, I must say to you that I'm in full acknowledgement that Northeast Manchester was one of the constituencies that had a very powerful politician. I must say to you that Auditor was really a powerful politician during his time.
Yes.
And but that did not drive fear in me. You know, it motivated me more, especially due to the fact that as powerful as Mr. Shaw was, I did not see the kind of representation that I think Northeast Manchester deserved.
Okay.
I won't say he never did anything, but the fact is far, far more could have been done.
Okay.
You know, we can look at one of the achievements as the bypass in Christian, what we call the development road. That road has been completed from 2012. And up until now, we have not seen the kind of development that would ease some of the business pressure taking place on the main street in Christiana.
Okay.
One will say that that's a private sector matter. But the NWA, another government agency, would really have to come in to do the different designation of the change spaces and, you know, allow persons to open up onto what we call the bypass.
Yes.
The fact is Christian and needs to be expanded. You know, we need to look at towns like Johnstown in places which is just going away. You know, Christiana is right, a town that serves a lot of council on it.
Yes.
It serves Northwest Clarendon. It serves Northwest Manchester. Many of these communities come to Christiana to do their traffic.
Yes, sir.
It's a town that gets a lot of traffic. When we look at the traffic congestion impacting the town these days, irrespective of the fact that this bypass was constructed, and I must share with your listeners that in initial planning for the bypass, I was integral in those planning. As a matter of fact, I gave up an acre and a half of commercial land to build that bypass.
Okay.
So, you know, I could consider myself a stakeholder.
Yes.
Many people call it Baldwin Highway. Let us see when he gets his full name and he's fully gazetted, what name will be given to that bypass.
Yes.
But the traffic congestion becomes a big problem. The testament of the parking on Wellman Street. I believe that it's time that we look at building a proper traffic center where the taxis can park. And even other commuters who come to shop in the town can find a place to park.
Yes, yes.
I currently take from the street some 350 vehicles per day in a property that I own.
Yes.
Additional land that is along the highway. And quite recently, I was approached by an investor who wanted to invest in some stuff. And I turned down the proposal because, you know, the level of development that you wanted at that parcel land was a little bit overwhelming. And when I considered the parking, I said, you know, that it would be best if we do some, yes, but certainly we must provide parking for other, you know, shoppers and so who come to shop at other places in the town.
Yes, sir.
Because there's no parking on the road in Christiana. You know, so when you look at a redevelopment plan for Christiana, you'd have to definitely include a park for public and private vehicles. I would believe that in full time we relocate the police station.
Okay.
The location of the police station, though, is a very old building, one that we will consider a building you want to preserve, as the same in the courthouse is on. But you can't find a place to park on the grounds of the police station if you bring a matter to the police.
Oh my.
I see people going to the police to make reports.
Yes.
And while they leave the vehicle on the road and come back, they get a ticket. So these are some of the issues we have to address.
Yes.
I am happy to see that the tax office is now being located,
Yes.
relocated at a point just outside of the town.
Yes.
There is enough land in that particular area. And I know there's a piece of land adjoining that area, which is up for sale, owned by a relative of mine, really. And that would be a prime place to relocate the fire station and the police station.
Yes.
The area that the fire station now exists will be the prime place to extend so we could have a better taxi park.
Oh.
As it relates to garbage collection in the town, it's a sore point. You know, I think as Member of Parliament, I certainly would make sure that we have proper holding places for the garbage and more timely collection of the garbage. In this modern age, a town like Christiana could be washed with water at least once a week. I would suggest every Saturday.
Okay.
We wash the town thoroughly. When people come to work on Monday morning, we have a clean town to come and tend our wheels. A clean town for both the pedestrians and the business people. So this is one of the things that I am looking at. The market itself, we really need to redesign the market. It needs to be more attractive, far more attractive. So, you know, the persons who want to shop in the market will have easy access. And, you know, what is far more and go and shop. So we really need to look how we redesign the market to facilitate all those persons who go to sell their crops and, you know, the wares and even agricultural produce.
Yes, sir.
Because, you know, we really need a market that is attractive.
I see. So, you have your plans.
As it relates to education,
Hold on there, Mr. Wind. I am losing you so many times. I don't know what.
Oh, you're losing me here. Are you hearing me better?
Yes, I'm hearing you better now. Yes.
Right. The Christian High School,
yes,
as I said before, has been on a strict system for a long time. Great disadvantage to the children. You know, when you leave a child unattended, so much can happen. And these children, some of them come to school at midday, and others leave way up in the evening. So I believe it's high time that we have a one shift at Christian High School. And in order for us to do that, we need additional land to spread the school on. The church, the Moravian Church, had given that piece of land to build a school. There's a piece of land across the road, across the development road, currently, that the Moravian Church owns. And some time ago, I had dialogue with them about developing that piece of land. So I believe it's high time we look at, you know, lobbying the Moravian Church to buy that piece so we can extend the Christian High School. You know, we could look at putting additional classrooms across there.
Okay.
Or putting the playing field on that side while we expand the school on the area that we now play.
Right.
So, you know, there's so much that can be done to improve that facility. We want our children to get quality education. We don't want them to come to school tired. And we don't want them to leave school too late.
No.
So, you know, we really have to bring some order to that. I must commend the police, however, as I spoke of the police, for the strict police in the Christian town. Crime reduction is, you know, bringing some fruit. So,
you're gone again. Mr. Wind, I'm losing you again, you know, I don't know why.
Friends at the hospital.
Yes.
I believe it's time we look at upgrade
Hello. Hold on, Mr. Wind. Mr. Wind. Mr. Wind. Hello, Mr. Wind. We lost him. Yes. Let me try and get him back for you, my listeners. I don't know why that phone there, that number there is acting up. Let me try and get him back. Mr. Wind?
Right back, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. You are back now. Yes, continue.
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. So I was making mention of the Percy Junior Hospital.
Yes.
A community hospital that serves 4 parishes currently. It currently serves Clarendon, Manchester, St. Anne, and Trelawney.
Okay.
And being a type of hospital, there's a lot of pressure on institution.
Mm-hmm.
The accident and emergency department comes under heavy fire.
Okay.
While I was chairman of the hospital, and I was the first chairman of the board of governors of the hospital, we had an initiative where we wanted to improve the accident and emergency department.
Yes.
So we started raising funds. We had a budget, I think it was 425 million at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had donations up to 90 million for that. But then I was removed as board chairman at the time. But I must tell you that while I was board chairman, I refurbished the entire hospital. We removed the red oak floors and replaced that with porcelain tiles.
Mm-hmm.
And this was done from a civil organization.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we call the Hospital Improvement Committee.
Yes.
And we got donations from hardware stores, you know, there was a man on the street. So we did over the hospital flooring. Mm-hmm. We improved the plumbing, like, you know, all the plumbing pipes. Mm-hmm. We increased the space, even the accident and emergency department. The electrical supply was upgraded from 220 to 440. Mm-hmm. And we were able to facilitate the use now of an X-ray machine that we had there for years. That was up here, not doing anything.
Okay.
We built a central television unit, and that itself was a gift from a lady who was a nurse at the hospital.
Yes.
She said she learned nursing there.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, we got it done at a reasonably low price. The contractor did it at a very low price.
Yes.
And I must also comment Power Services, because when they upgraded the electrical supply, they did it at a cost way below the market price at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We got assistance to go over the grounds of the hospital. It was Richard Hazan, who was MP at the time, who helped. And there was also a contractor in the area who lent his machines, and we had a ground space. The last project I did there before vacating the office as chairman was the sewer treatment plant.
Mm-hmm.
We put in place a new sewer treatment plant, proper biodigester. And, you know, that improved the whole sewer system there. You know, the hospital during my time got an award as the best kept hospital in Jamaica.
Oh.
We got another award as the best run state agency in Jamaica.
Yes.
So you see, there's much more to be done there. If I got the opportunity, I certainly would increase the room space by using the wards we now have. Mm-hmm. The places that nurses and doctors stay as wards. And I would relocate them to ground up to a place above the hospital near the reservoir. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I am sure with improvements, the designation to type B would be quite possible.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, that would include increasing the size of the operating theater and all of that. Mm-hmm. Whatever is necessary, we certainly would do it. Mm-hmm. Because very, very necessary that we do it.
Right. We
currently see over 50,000 patients in the accident and emergency department per annum. Mandeville Hospital, which is a regional hospital, is 60,000. Huh. So you can see the load that we are under.
Yes, sir.
You know, as it relates to community development in the wider Eastern area, I mean, we're talking about Chudley, Cobbler, and as far as Devon and Craighead.
Mm-hmm.
One of the mainstays of most people here is agriculture.
Yes, yes.
But quite a bit of the least agricultural land is underproduced at the moment. You know, we really need to look into that. It is a situation that one person has too much of it and not utilizing it properly. Or it is because of the unsustainable farming industry that we now have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, farmers are not getting the kind of support that they need to make farming lucrative and a sustainable venture.
And one area that I know you have to, I know you have it on your agenda, but I'm just putting it forward. That is bringing water to the people of Northeast Manchester.
And I'm coming there. And as you touch it, let me just brief you on that one. Currently, we get water from the Moravia plant, which is bordering Northwest Clarendon. So it's right on the border of Northeast Manchester and Northwest Clarendon.
Yes.
But most of the water comes from Northeast Manchester.
Oh.
One would never believe that Manchester has so much water that we give in water to Clarendon, and the same water goes down to St. Anne and ends up in the Rio Minnow in Lower Clarendon.
Yes.
So the last visit, I recognize that the plant really needs some improvement.
Yes.
This plant was built in 1952.
Oh.
And nothing has been done to improve the plant. As it relates to the storage area there needs dredging, and we also need to get we also need to improve the capacity of the pumping station. You know, so there's much to be done to that. There was in the 70s a storage area up in the Porterville area that we used to pump water from Moravia to Porterville, and then with gravity feed to Craighead and Crichton and other areas.
Yes.
That storage area is now dysfunctional. So we really need to have that repaired. We need to have the pipelines re-established so we can have running water going to almost all the houses in Northeast Manchester.
Okay.
In this modern day and age, we should be carrying water.
No, sir.
So these are some of the things I would knock down Mr. Shaw for, because, you know, being such an influential member of Parliament, Minister of Finance, Minister of Agriculture, Minister of Industry, Minister of Transport, you know, the man has occupied so many ministries that he could have brought so much change to Northeast Manchester, but we still remain the same after 32 years. You know, of him being our member of Parliament.
I want you to just hold it there for me. Hold your word. We are going to take a break. We are talking to the PNP candidate for Northeast Manchester, Mr. Val Wint. Let us go for a break.
Service stations are the fastest, coolest service stations around. Drive through and buy your phone cards from Cool Biz. Yes, it's easy. No paper, no pin. From the fastest, coolest service stations. Quality fuels, lubricants, and refreshments at the lowest prices. The cleanest restrooms and the smoothest service to make your drive even cooler. From the fastest, coolest service stations, get cool service and cool stuff fast at Cool Oasis service stations island-wide.
When me drink and please never gonna tease her. Boom, bam. You don't know, so rubber dub, tonic wine, the finest wine. So all of the man them wanna tune into the wine here, you know. You say if you don't want to go long and strong, you just tune into rubber dub
Make your pockets skyrocket with Mayberry's Tranche 3 public bond offer. Invest from as little as $20,000 and earn 10.25% interest per annum. Take charge of your financial future and invest with confidence, knowing that your money is bound to return. Use your returns to accomplish financial goals, pay personal expenses, and invest even further. Visit bondberryja.com to view the prospectus and to learn more, or contact your investment advisor today. It's time to make your pockets skyrocket with Mayberry.
New arrival super sale. Big savings, widest selection on all new arrivals for all your home improvement needs. Beautiful tiles, sleek windows, stylish doors, sanitary ware, and top quality flooring for your bathroom, your kitchen, or living room. Tools got you covered. Don't miss it.
So come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road,
or online at toolsja.com. Tools!
The Lion King of Heartbeat.
Welcome back when we are talking to Mr. Val Wint. Yes, Mr. Wint, so clearly you have your plans set out for Northeast Manchester. So, yes, so may I ask, how are the people responding to you now?
Well, I've been listening to the people for a while. And certainly the relationship has really grown very strong over the period.
Yes.
You know, some people consider there should be a natural transition from audition to Val Wint at this time.
Yes.
And I mean that sentiment is being shared by both labor rights and TMT alike.
Yes.
The fact is, I have, worked with respect, as I listened to the cries of the people. And it's from this cry where I was able to put together a development plan.
Yes.
So the people now know that Val Wint has the blueprint to, redevelop Northeast Manchester, to have a full reconstruction of the physical space, and also to improve the industry, agriculture, and the other industries that we now have in Northeast Manchester. Mm-hmm. We have persons who export produce. We want to be able to give them as much support as we can. And we also want to invite persons who want to get involved in developing byproducts of agriculture to come into us. We have spaces that we previously used as warehouses that we can, reconstruct to facilitate persons who want to get into, producing, products that is derived from agricultural produce. And we're talking about products like, who knows, packaging peanut, potato chips, that's both sweet and an Irish potato. Mm-hmm. We're looking at means of preserving some of that which we produce, Mm-hmm. So we really want to open up the cottage industry right here in Northeast Manchester.
Yes, sir.
Because, as I said before, agriculture is one of our mainstay, but it can only be sustainable if at all the market is good all the time and we can utilize that which we have when there's a glut on the market.
Yes.
It is time now that the persons who sell, the exporters and elsewhere, find other avenues to sell to. Persons who are actually in production. So, we're looking at that. Northeast Manchester is ready for the change. I am ready to take on the challenge. And I believe that I certainly will get the support from the people, as I said before, on both sides of the fence.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to working with our councillors.
Yes.
And as you would have known, we got 2 councillors in the last local government election.
Yes, sir.
And I can tell you, they are really working. They came out running. So people are meeting me on the streets and they're telling me, boy, we're happy for the roads that have been completed. They're happy for, how they're cutting the street side and all of that. They still have challenges, yes?
Yes.
Because there's limited resources. But, we will continue to work to transform Northeast Manchester as a model community. So we're really, really working on that.
Okay.
The blueprint is ready, and we are ready to take on the task.
Well, I want to thank you this evening for your time, but I want you to know that we'll be talking again because Rebel Radio will be following up with you as you go along.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, and we wish
always a pleasure.
We wish you the best. Thank you very much, Mr. Wind.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir. That was the PNP caretaker for Northeast Manchester, Val Wint. Yes. And as you know, he was the man. He is someone who has been knocking on the political door there for some time. I don't recall, I don't remember now whether it is twice he has contested that seat there against the incumbent member of parliament, Mr. Audley Shaw. But now that Mr. Shaw has indicated his intention to demit office, then it would appear as if it is his time. So let us see what is going to happen if the JLP has not yet selected their replacement for Mr. Shaw. But let us see what is going to happen and how soon they are going to name a replacement for him. I don't know what is the reason why he has not been a replacement has not been announced for him as yet. And we are in election here. Yes, so and months away from the election too. Now is March. So one would believe that they would have announced a replacement for Mr. Shaw, and he would be ready now. And he should be on the ground now, get organizing the people. We don't really understand what is the reason behind the delay, but we are watching to see what is happening down there. Also, well, we observe that the former mayor of Kingston, he is the one who, well, from all indications, he is the one who is going to run that seat there in Central Clarendon. We thought it was the mayor who has been endorsed by the incumbent member of parliament who was going to run the seat, but from all indications it does not appear so. It would appear as if the former mayor of Kingston. So let us see what is happening there. We are trying to get Ambassador Commission talk about CARICOM's position on Haiti. Yes, I don't know why I am not getting through to the ambassador. Ambassador. Yes, we're having some issues connecting with Ambassador Commission. I don't know what is the reason for us not connecting, but I am trying to call him, and I don't know why. Hello, Ambassador.
Yes, Desmond.
Okay, all right. I was trying to get you. There we have with us now Ambassador David Commission, and he is the high diplomat. We at Rebel Radio, we at Rebel Radio, we are saying that he is the #1 diplomat in the Caribbean at the moment. That's what we are saying. And we have some important issues to discuss, but this evening we are going to talk about CARICOM's position on Haiti. Listeners and viewers will know that that is one of the places now in the Caribbean that where the people are suffering. People are dying there regularly. Ambassador, good afternoon. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon,
Yes.
Desmond.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes. Now, CARICOM met recently, and we know that Haiti was discussed, but do you know, if any, what position was adopted by the conference to assist? You know, the security situation over there is the main issue right now.
Mm-hmm.
What did CARICOM say?
Yes, we had the meeting last month in Barbados, the CARICOM Heads of Government Conference meeting, and we had Haiti was represented at the meeting. You know, Haiti is a member state of CARICOM, and a member of Haiti's Presidential Council represented Haiti at the meeting. The Secretary General of the United Nations came to the meeting, Mr. Antonio Guterres, and one of the principal reasons he came to the meeting was to discuss the situation in Haiti with our heads of government. And well, as you know, it's a crisis situation. There's serious gang violence. The United Nations says that 5,600 Haitians lost their lives in violence, gang violence, last year. And the capital city of Haiti continues to be controlled, most of it, by these violent armed gangs. And there's the multinational security support mission in Haiti, led principally by Kenyan police, who are trying to help the Haitian National Police to deal with the gang situation. So that is what Mr. Guterres really came to discuss. he discussed with our heads of government his idea to get the United Nations Security Council more involved with the multinational security support force. Right now it is basically a voluntary force. Kenya, Jamaica has a few personnel in Haiti as part of the force. Guatemala, El Salvador, they're all part of the force. It was approved, this force was approved by a United Nations Security Council resolution, but it is not a United Nations force. Some people have been clamoring for it to be transformed into a full United Nations peacekeeping force. But Mr. Guterres has said that he doesn't think that is an option because Russia and China are not really in favor of that option, and the United States as well. The new Trump administration, we are not sure that they would be in favor of that either. So Mr. Guterres is proposing a different model. It's a model where it would not be transformed into a full-fledged United Nations peacekeeping force, but the United Nations Security Council would come into the picture. They would establish an office in Haiti, and that office, the purpose of that office would be to provide logistical support, provide funding, help to provide for the salaries of the members of the force, basically to provide a lot of support that the force does not currently have. So Mr. Guterres wanted to discuss this with the CARICOM leadership first, yes, even before he put it forward to the UN Security Council. So he had that discussion with us, and then subsequently he has made that proposition to the UN Security Council. So we have to wait and see how the UN Security Council will respond. Also taking place at our Heads of Government conference was the fact that we recommitted ourselves to the continuance of the CARICOM group of eminent persons. That is the group comprised of 3 former prime ministers, Prime Minister Bruce Golding, former Prime Minister Perry Christie of Bahamas, and former Prime Minister Kenny Anthony of St. Lucia. And they have been the CARICOM entity that has been interfacing with the stakeholders on the ground in Haiti and trying to help them to craft a political solution to the crisis, a Haitian-led solution to the crisis. So we agreed that this was a good initiative by CARICOM and that we will continue it. We will continue to finance it and support it. So that's where we are now. The crisis is still very serious. This presidential transitional council that's in power in Haiti, their mandate extends up to the 7th of February 2026, and they were supposed to get control of the security situation in Haiti, hold elections in Haiti before the end of their mandate, so that a popularly elected administration could come into office with the legitimacy to govern Haiti. But things have not gone as one would have expected. They have not been able to get control over the gangs. The security situation is still very poor. It is highly unlikely that they're going to be able to hold elections before the end of this year. So things are very, very uncertain. Mm-hmm. But, this is our member state. We have to stay the course. We have to be there with Haiti. The truth of the matter is, Desmond, when the idea of this multinational security force to go into Haiti to help the Haitian police, when that was conceived, it was anticipated that it would be a force of some 2,500 troops or personnel.
Right. So.
But so far, there's only been 1,000. You know, for most of the time that the force has been in Haiti, it was only like 400 Kenyan officers. Recently, there's been an increase. Some Guatemalans and Salvadorians have been added, and a few more Kenyans have been added. So the number is now up to 1,000. But it is reckoned that you will need at least 2,500 personnel to be able to take proper control of these gangs.
You're right. Now, the security is a big issue in Haiti, a very big issue. As you pointed out, the major towns and the capital is virtually controlled by gangs. Life in Haiti has been severely disrupted. I can just say, when I speak to the people over there, I mean, people are having difficulties accessing health care, food, water. It is just terrible. Right?
Yes, the only silver lining is that there are large areas of the country that are not under gang control.
Yes.
So the gangs, there are eight regions or provinces in Haiti, and the gangs really control two of them, but they control the two most important, the Port-au-Prince metropolitan area, which is the area that controls that encloses the capital city of Port-au-Prince, and the Artibonite area that is a very fertile area just outside of Port-au-Prince, a very fertile agricultural area. So, these are the two most important areas of the country, and the gangs have a stranglehold on those areas. But the other areas are relatively free of that kind of very destructive gang violence. Mm-hmm. And that's really the only saving grace.
Yes.
But the mission ahead really is that not much can happen unless you really get put those gangs on the manners, get some control over those gangs. So,
and did CARICOM did CARICOM put a timetable on the line when, along with the United Nations, when they intend to get these things, these promises in action?
Well, I think the general position of CARICOM was to support the Secretary General of the United Nations. I think CARICOM believes that, he's genuine, he's well-meaning, and that he's trying his best, and that the solution that he's proposing, I should say the way forward is a sensible way forward, because right now, a lot of the funding for the multinational security force that has been there over the last year came from the Biden administration, mm-hmm. even though not enough. The Biden administration had promised, the Americans had taken a kind of unique position. The Americans had said, look, we are not prepared to send any of our troops, any of our people into Haiti. The rest of you would have to do that. The other countries, you will have to actually provide the personnel for this force to go into Haiti. But we would be willing to provide the finance for it. Mm-hmm. And so that is what we went with. Some people the Americans are involved in, there's some people who are very critical. But I think from the perspective of, CARICOM governments, we were being practical. Look, Haiti needs this help. We cannot finance it ourselves. We don't have the money to finance it. if the Americans say that they are prepared to finance it, so be it. We could, use that finance, and we try to find personnel whether from African countries. Kenya said it was willing, Benin said it was willing, or Latin American and Caribbean countries. I mean, Jamaica said it was willing to send some people, Bahamas, Belize, Guatemala, El Salvador, etc. However, the Republicans made it very difficult for the Biden administration to deliver the funding that they had promised. And so the multinational force never really got the kind of funding that was required. And that is why the numbers were so small, 400 for a long time, as opposed to 2,500. Now that Biden is out and you have Trump in, the feeling is that you might get even less support from the U.S. government. I mean, the Trump administration is withdrawing the temporary protected status of the Haitian migrants in the U.S. who have fled from the violence in Haiti to the U.S.
Yes.
The Trump administration has this policy of deporting people. So it is likely that Haitians will be deported from the U.S. Back to all of the turmoil in Haiti. So I think the Secretary General of the UN is being very realistic. Look, we may not be able to depend even on the Americans for this funding that the Biden administration had promised. So look, let us try to get the United Nations more involved in this so that the United Nations could provide more funding and more logistical support for this mission, even if it does not become a full-fledged United Nations mission, but it is this kind of halfway house where the UN comes in and provides logistical and some financial support for it. That is the best and the safest way to go. So we are hoping that the Security Council, China, Russia, the US, because anything that you do in the Security Council, you have to get the consent of those big powers, because any one of those big powers could veto anything that you try to do. So the hope would be that they all accept that this is a good way forward for Haiti. Let's do it. Let's give the multinational force that additional UN support, and hopefully other countries will come on board. Other countries will volunteer troops, and we could get up to that 2,500 figure that would give the force the power to really deal properly with the gang. So that is the hope. That is the hope.
Well, let us hope that things will work out, sir, because as you indicated, over 5,000 were killed last year. And based on the report, the killings continue. So let us hope that we can do something to assist our neighbor. I want to thank you very much for your time, Ambassador. And
my pleasure.
Yes.
My pleasure, Desmond.
Yes, sir. So to be continued. Thank you very much, sir. Yes.
Yes, brother. We talk again. It's a very important issue, and we have to keep in contact with the issue. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Ambassador David Comesang. Yes. Ambassador there. Barbados. Let us go for a break. Now, this is Rebel Radio.
Cool Oasis service stations are the fastest, coolest service stations around. Drive through and buy your phone cards from Cool Biz. Yes, it's easy. No paper, no pin. From the fastest, coolest service stations. Quality fuels, lubricants, and refreshments at the lowest prices, the cleanest restrooms, and the smoothest service to make your drive even cooler. From the fastest, coolest service stations, get cool service and cool stuff fast at Cool Oasis service stations island-wide.
Never gonna tease her. Boom, bang. You don't know, so rubber dub, egg, tonic wine, the finest wine. So all of the man them wanna tune into the wine here, you know. You say if you don't want to go long and strong, you just tune into rubber dub.
Make your pockets skyrocket with Mayberry's Tranche 3 public bond offer. Invest from as little as $20,000 and earn 10.25% interest per annum. Take charge of your financial future and invest with confidence, knowing that your money is bound to return. Use your returns to accomplish financial goals, pay personal expenses, and invest even further. Visit bondberryja.com to view the prospectus and to learn more, or contact your investment advisor today. It's time to make your pockets skyrocket with Mayberry.
Arrival Super Sale! Big savings, widest selection on all new arrivals for all your home improvement needs. Beautiful tiles, sleek windows, stylish doors, sanitary ware, and top quality flooring for your bathroom, your kitchen, or living room. Tools got you covered. Don't miss it.
So come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road,
or online at toolsja.com. Tools!
The Lion King of Hardware. You see right now, I just got me a deal there. So what I want, my friend George? Why, Richard Stevens? With us there, I did the almighty praises. And the best thing that, cause when I remember just where I am coming from to where I'm standing now, I fell to my knees in praise of your name. Thanking you, Lord, every step of the way. Oh, Father, you know I love you. You touch my heart, my soul with your mercy. I thank you, my Lord, for all you've done for me. You bless my life in so many ways. No, I will never, ever leave you. I won't be ungrateful to you, my Lord. I know that this world is all in your hands, and we are your children, and so we give you praise. Oh, Father, you know see. I thank you, my Lord, for all you've done for me. You bless my life in so many. Lord, I'm ready. Lord, I'm ready. I'm ready. Lord, I'm ready for your call. I know you will let me when I'm falling. With all the obstacles that's in my way, you move them all away. Lord, I'm ready for your call. I know you will let me when I'm falling. With all the obstacles that's in my way, you move them all away. Your grace is all that carries me through the dark. You shine your light so I could see. Even when I was down on my knees, you set me free. Lord, you bring my shield from my enemies. In your loving arms, that's where I got to be. To stay within your grace for the rest of my day. Lord, I'm ready for your calling. I know you will let me when I'm falling. With all the obstacles that's in my way, you move them all away. Lord, I'm ready for your calling. I know you will let me when I'm falling. With all the obstacles that's in my way, oh gosh, you move them all away. Lord, I turn to you when I'm in need. Your love is just like the air I breathe. Heavenly Father, you're truly a friend indeed. There is so much that I got to say. I could go on about you every day. Your name I will always praise for the rest of my days. Rest of my days. Rest of my days. Heavenly Father, yeah. Lord, I'm ready for your calling. I know you will let me when I'm falling. With all the obstacles that's in my way, you move them all away. Lord, I'm ready for your calling. I know you will let me when I'm falling. With all the obstacles that's in my way, you move them all away. Your grace is all that carries me through the dark. You shine your light so I could see. Even when I was down on my knees, you set me free. Lord, you bring my shield from my enemies. In your loving arms, that's where I got to be. To stay within your grace for the rest of my day. Lord, I'm ready for your calling. I know you will let me when I'm falling. With all the obstacles that's in my way, you move them all away. Lord, I'm ready for your calling. I know you will let me when I'm falling. With all the obstacles that's in my way, you move them all away. Sorrows, questions for tomorrow. There's been time I didn't know right from wrong, but in every situation, God gave me consolation. That much tries come to make me strong. Through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to depend upon His words. I've been to lots of places, seen so many faces. There were times I felt so all alone, but in my lonely hours, those special trust in God through it all. Through it all, I've learned to depend upon His words. I thank God for the mountains, thank Him for the valleys, thank Him for the storms He brought me through. 'Cause if I didn't have problems, I wouldn't know that God could solve them. I wouldn't know what faith in God could do. Through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to depend upon His word. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff that comfort me. Though the wicked will come upon me to eat up my flesh, they will stumble and fall. Through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to put my trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to depend upon His word. Through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to put my trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to depend upon His word. Trust in Jesus, learn to trust in God. Through it all, Lord have mercy. What is to be will be. Come me just a come and me no want no botheration, boy. Come me just a come and me no want no botheration, boy. Come me just a come, me say that come me just a come. Me no want no botheration, oh. Come me just a come and me no want no botheration, oh. Roll, Jordan, roll. Roll, Jordan, roll. I want to go to heaven when I die, just to hear Jordan roll. Roll, Jordan, roll. Roll, Jordan, roll. I want to go to heaven when I die, just to hear River Jordan roll. My soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh, rock my soul. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh, rock my soul. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. One bright morning, when this life is over, I fly away home. To our home on God's celestial shore, I fly away home. Fly away home to glory. Fly away home. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I fly away home. Fly away home to glory. Fly away home. When I die, glory, hallelujah, by and by, I fly away home. Fly away home. I will fly, yeah, fly away home. I will fly away home. Amazing grace, how sweet, sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. But now I'm found. How sweet, sweet the sound that sings a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. Through many dangers, joy and sneers, I had already become. For was grace that brought me safe this far, and the grace will lead us home. Amazing grace, how sweet, sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. I was blind, but now I can see. I was blind, but now I see. God in the day is still God in the night. Life is easy when you're on top of the mountain. You've got peace of mind like you never know. Yeah, but things change when you're down in the valley. Don't lose faith, or you're never alone. For the God of the mountain is still God in the valley. When things goes wrong, He'll make them right. And God of the good times is still God in the bad in the valley of trials and temptation. That's when your faith is really put to the test. Lord of mercy, for the God on the mountain is still caught in the valley when things go wrong. He'll make them right. God of the good times is still caught in the bad times. God in the day is still caught in the night. God in the day, yeah, it's God in the night.
Cool Oasis service stations are the fastest, coolest service stations around. Drive through and buy your phone cards from Cool Biz. Yes, it's easy. No paper, no pin. From the fastest, coolest service stations. Quality fuels, lubricants, and refreshments at the lowest prices, the cleanest restrooms, and the smoothest service to make your drive even cooler. From the fastest, coolest service stations, get cool service and cool stuff fast at Cool Oasis service stations island-wide.
When me drink and please never gonna tease her. Boom, bam. You don't know it's a rubber dub 8 tonic wine, the finest wine. So all of the man them wanna tune into the wine here, you know. You say if you don't want to go long and strong, you just tune into rubber dub.
Make your pockets skyrocket with Mayberry's Tranche 3 public bond offer. Invest from as little as $20,000 and earn 10.25% interest per annum. Take charge of your financial future and invest with confidence, knowing that your money is bound to return. Use your returns to accomplish financial goals, pay personal expenses, and invest even further. Visit bondberryja.com to view the prospectus and to learn more, or contact your investment advisor today. It's time to make your pockets skyrocket.
Supplies new arrival super sale. Big savings, widest selection on all new arrivals for all your home improvement needs. Beautiful tiles, sleek windows, stylish doors, sanitary ware, and top quality flooring for your bathroom, your kitchen, or living room. Tools got you covered. Don't miss it.
So come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road,
or online at toolsja.com.
Tools!
The Lion King of Hardware. tired of living a humble and country life. When you were attracted to the bright city lights, you had a lot of money to spend on pretty girls and lovely things, just living it up as if you were a king. You had a whole lot of friends that you treated the vintage boy. But when the money went out, they didn't stick around this time. There was a famine on the land, and you didn't really have a dime. So you had to go out to stay and feed with swine. But I will rise and go to my Father. I will rise and go to my Lord. No, I'm not worthy to be your son, but I could still be your servant. So I will rise and go to my Lord. There was a time when you realized that you went wrong, when you found out how material things have gone. You've been living like a rolling stone, no more will you roam. For there's a welcome for the prodigal son back home. I will rise and go to my Father. I will rise and go to my Lord. No, I'm not worthy to be your son, but I could still be your servant. I will arise and go to my Lord. When the son had chose to take that journey home, he didn't know his father would have compassion on his soul. He hugged and kissed his son so cold, and dressed him in fancy clothes. He put ring on his fingers and shoes on his feet to stroll. I will rise and go to my Father. I will rise and go to my Lord. No, I'm not worthy to be your son, but I could still be your servant. I will arise and go to my Lord. I will rise and go to my Father. I will rise and go to my Lord. I'm not worthy to be your son, but I could still be your servant. I will arise and go to my Lord. I will rise and go to my Father. I will rise and go. Tell me now. Leaving below in this whole sinful world, only a comfort I can't afford. Striving alone to face temptation so. Where do I go but to my Lord? Where do I go? Where do I go? Seeking no refuge for my soul. Needing a friend to save me in the head. Where would I go but to my Lord? Life here is grand with friends I love so has made me strong. And for that, I'm all yours. Well, Lord of mercy. Oh God, I'll never find the words, the Lord, to tell you how I feel. You God, mere words could not explain. Yeah, gracious Lord.
Yes, welcome back to Rebel Radio. And it's time for food security. Yes, you know, this is where we take a look at the agricultural sector every Wednesday. You know, today is Wednesday. And one of the issues in agriculture over the years has been land. Farmers are having difficulty to access lands. And you recall some years ago that there were some issues out in St. Thomas where the farmers were pushed off the land, government land. Now at Bernard Lodge, you know, Bernard Lodge was one of our largest sugar plantation. Sugar is out. So some farmers went on that land, you know, and were doing farming. But they were removed by the government. And the land that they were on at Bernard Lodge is now in housing. So, you know, I am, you know, trying to get hold of the farmers, and I have one with me this evening, Mr. Wesley Mignot. He was one of those who were involved out there. Mr. Mignot, good evening to you, sir.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir. So tell my listeners and viewers what happened.
Well, the lands that we were on were at the lease from the government, and we were doing quite a bit of farming on it. And about 3 years ago, the government decided to change the use of the land for housing.
Yes.
The land that we were on it was actually irrigated for farming. We were then asked to relocate to another area.
Yes.
This was in a place called Salt Pond, which is where we're at now.
Mm.
This project was actually not from agriculture; it was actually from the Prime Minister's office. He personally said that when we were relocated, we were a bit no worse off than we were at the point at Bernard Lodge.
Mm-hmm.
But it turned out that it wasn't like that at all. To date, we haven't got some of the facilities that we had at Bernard Lodge. Like I said, we had pressurized water that we used to pay for through a metered system, but that doesn't exist in Salt Pond, so we have to be pumping water from a canal. It was actually a drain, so they sent water in the drain for us to access. But it was extremely expensive. I had a project with the Banana Board, a planting project, and we planted 3 acres of plantains, and I had to let go after spending maybe between the banana board and myself a couple $1 million to put in 3 acres of planting. I couldn't afford to water it because we had to pump water from a canal. And I was using like $2,500 gas per day to pump water to the 3 acres. Which, as you can imagine, that was not it's not feasible.
That's very expensive.
Yeah, $2,500 a day. So, unfortunately, I had to lose all of that because $2,500 a day times over a 9-month period, which is when the planting was coming, just didn't make any sense at all, and I couldn't afford it anyway. So, plus the land was nothing compared. It's all sugar land. And the area where it was, it's like a floodplain. When it rains heavily, we can't go to the farm, which was not the case when we were in Bernard Lodge.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at a total disadvantage.
Yes.
I'm still there, still trying to make do, making the best of the situation, but that's where we're at.
So you farmers were relocated from the Bernard Lodge to another section of the property called Salt Pond.
Salt Pond, yeah.
Yes. And you are saying at Salt Pond, you lost some of the facilities you had at Bernard Lodge. At Bernard Lodge, you had irrigated water.
We had irrigated water, pressurized irrigated water.
Yeah. And
actually, where they build the houses now is on top of that irrigation system, which, from all accounts, they can't afford to give us where in the area that they have put us.
So they have built houses on those irrigated lands?
Yes, it's built right on top of the irrigation system.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which is some of the best lands that we had in the area.
Mm.
Fertile, the most fertile land. As a matter of fact, I think there was a researcher doing this was the most fertile land we had on the St. Catherine Plains.
Mm.
But the government in all their wisdom figured that building houses there with
yes.
And it's not like low cost houses either. It's not like they're going to build houses that the common man could afford.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's some expensive houses.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I see. So I would imagine that you guys are still talking to the SI, the sugar
SPJ.
Yes.
Well, it's got to the point now where we just have to, we have to just accept where we are and just do the best we can with what we have.
Mm-hmm.
Because, it's not like they can move at the houses.
No, the houses.
But all we ask is that we get the support system that we had before. We haven't got potable water. We haven't got electricity, which we had in Bernard Lodge. A lot of none of the facilities that they have had at Bernard Lodge we have there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's difficult. But
Salt Pond is accessible though. You can access the land. You can access it.
Yeah, man. At first the main roads are bad, but the main roads have been mauled.
Mm.
So at least we can get to the main road, but when rain falls, it's difficult to get interior land because you have side roads that lead to the land.
Yes.
Yes. Recently they mauled another area of the land, but it's after 3 years now, and a lot of farmers have lost just about everything.
Mm.
One particular farmer lost.
And so at Salt Pond now, about how many farmers are there?
Well, quite a few. I can't get them, but quite a few farmers are there.
And what are the main crops they are farming, planting?
All right, you have farmers. You have livestock farmers.
Yes.
And they have a place at the bottom of the land, and like I told you, it's a floodplain. last heavy rains we had, they lost a lot of their livestock. That's place to place.
Yeah.
That's the bottom part of the St. Catherine Plain, just before you get down to Hillside.
Yes.
So, all the water from Spanish Town, everything comes down there.
Yeah.
And that's where we were placed. And then, like I said, the livestock farmers, they're at the back, right at the back.
Mm-hmm.
So when in the heavy rains, they're in trouble.
They suffer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we know the farmers, the cash crop farmers, when it rains heavily, we lose our crops too.
Yes. So, what are some of the cash crops being planted over there?
Peppers, scotch bonnet, sweet peppers, red peppers. We're doing a lot of watermelons over there now.
Mm-hmm.
Cantaloupes, papayas. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I see.
Then of course they have a farmer there that does either with a sweet corn,
mm-hmm.
sweet corns and cantaloupes.
Yeah. I see. So what are some of the mitigating factors now that you farmers, are thinking of in order to, prevent disaster whenever it rains heavily?
Well, we can't prevent disasters. So far we have had to live with it. Right now we're trying to get them to build trenches.
Yes.
To at least take some of the water off us, and try to lead it into the main drain. But so far, we're not there as yet.
Okay. Yes, I see. Boy. So
we're fair weather farmers.
Yes. So, Mr. Mignat, about how many farmers were relocated from Bernal Lodge to Saltpond?
Well, I can't guess again, but maybe close to 100.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, I see.
Mm-hmm.
And as you pointed out, you're saying that they are having difficulties now coping with the situation, right?
Yes, well, like I said, we're fair with the farmers. As long as the weather is fair, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, apart from the fact that it's costing a lot of money to buy gas to pump from the canal.
Yeah.
But
mm-hmm. I see.
we have taken that in our stride so far because the SCD doesn't charge us for the water from the canal. Mm-hmm. They pay for that.
Okay.
But they keep on promising that we're going to get pressurized water, but
that is not happening. That has not happened.
Well, we have not seen that happen. Well, we had a meeting recently, and they said they're still thinking about it.
Yes. Okay.
But in the meantime, we just have to do the best that we can.
Yeah. Mr. Mignat, what do you think are some of the issues that should be addressed in order to improve agriculture and make agriculture more efficient and productive?
Well, I think like other countries, agriculture is thought of as being very important. Not only thought of, it is very important to the economic well-being of the country and food and for food security and all that. I think the government should do more like other countries, as far as supporting farmers and supporting farming on a whole. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing the real interest in getting farming really, really off the ground.
Yes.
We're still subsistence farmers, back in the day when we had the Agricultural Marketing Corporation and all that, the government had was look for markets for us, but all of that doesn't exist anymore.
Yes.
I suppose, the government needs to do more for farming.
Yes, sir. Well, I can, as you said, the farmers there, they were relocated, but the conditions are harder, so it is more difficult for them now to produce at Salt Pond. But you say they are there, you guys are there keeping up, putting your shoulders to the wheel.
Yes, we have to,
Yes.
This do or die.
Yes. I see. Well, let us hope that things will improve.
Well, I can hope and pray for that, yeah.
Yes. And keep your shoulders to the wheel. Thank you very much for your time.
Yes, you're very welcome, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Yes, that was Mr. Mignot, one of those farmers who was displaced from Bernard Lodge, where there is now a housing complex, and you heard him saying that the situation there is worse than what they had at Bernard Lodge. Let us go for a break. This is Rebel Radio. We are on food security.
Service stations are the fastest, coolest service stations around. Drive through and buy your phone cards from Cool Biz. Yes, it's easy. No paper, no pin. From the fastest, coolest service stations. Quality fuels, lubricants, and refreshments at the lowest prices. The cleanest restrooms and the smoothest service to make your drive even cooler. From the fastest, coolest service stations, get cool service and cool stuff fast at Cool Oasis service stations island-wide.
Never gonna tease her. Boom, bang. You don't know it's a rubber dub, elk, tonic wine, the finest wine. So all of the man them wanna tune into the wine here, You say if you don't want to go long and strong, you just tune into rubber dub.
Pockets skyrocket with Mayberry's Tranche 3 public bond offer. Invest from as little as $20,000 and earn 10.25% interest per annum. Take charge of your financial future and invest with confidence, knowing that your money is bound to return. Use your returns to accomplish financial goals, pay personal expenses, and invest even further. Visit bondberryja.com to view the prospectus and to learn more, or contact your investment advisor today. It's time to make your pockets skyrocket.
Supplies new arrival super sale. Big savings, widest selection on all new arrivals for all your home improvement needs. Beautiful tiles, sleek windows, stylish doors, sanitary ware, and top quality flooring for your bathroom, your kitchen, or living room. Tools got you covered. Don't miss it.
So come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road,
or online at toolsja.com. Tools!
The Lion King of Hardware. God, when I'm in awesome wonder, consider all thy works thy hand doth make. I see the stars, I hear the mighty thunder, thy power throughout the universe display. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When through the woods, the forest glades I wander, and hear the birds sing sweetly in the trees. When I look down from lofty mountain grandeur, and hear the brook and feel the gentle breeze, then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sing my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. I think I've got his son, not spirit, sent him to die. I scarce can take it in. Then on the cross, my burden gladly bearing, he bled and died to take my sins away. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. That sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, Almighty God, how great thou art. I need you, Lord, right now. Yeah, yeah. I must tell Jesus all of my trials. I cannot bear these burdens alone. In my distress, He kindly will help me. Loves and cares for his own. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I cannot be. No, my burdens alone. Jesus alone. I must tell Jesus all of my troubles. He is a kind compassionate friend. If I ask him, he will deliver. Make all my troubles quickly and hand. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I cannot be. I must tell Jesus. My burdens alone. Burdens alone. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Jesus can help me. Only Jesus alone. What must I do when worldliness calls me? What must I do when tempted to sin? I must tell Jesus, and he will help me over the world, victory to win. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I cannot breathe. No. My burdens alone. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Jesus can help me. Jesus can help me. Only Jesus can help me. Only Jesus alone.
To all the mothers out there, the ones that have passed and the ones who are still here with us, God bless.
I remember Mama and the love that she gave. Building her the bedside, I could still hear Mama say, people are better than you, George, don't you let them down. I remember Mama in a happy way. We went to school with holes in our shoes. We didn't have much, but the Lord saw us through. I'm kept the family together. I remember Mama in a happy day. She packed her lunch in an old greasy bag. Might have seemed empty, but it was full of others' head.
Welcome back to Rebel Radio. Yes, after that interlude, we are on food security. And at the moment, boy, you know, the farmers, there's an issue with farmers in Jamaica, very old issue. So for example, last year, there was, we had burial, and we had other weather conditions which impacted negatively on the farming community. So, for example, part of last year, we never had many of the crops. Tomatoes, plantains, cabbage, lettuce, those crops were destroyed by hurricane. Okay, so the hurricane went, the farmers went back into the field, they planted, and now, as we speak, there is a glut on the market. Farmers have tomatoes piled up down there, vegetables piled up in St. Elizabeth right now. I have with me one farmer, Mr. Whiteley. Mr. Whiteley, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes. Now, what is the situation with the tomato and other vegetables in St. Elizabeth, where you are at the moment?
Well, it's a rough situation.
Yeah?
Because, as you say, we have gone through a lot of turmoil to reach where we are now. And the saddest thing about it is that when we fight and get back to things, we don't have anywhere to put the produce, because tomato, $20 a pound in the field, and it is very hard for anybody to harvest that. Because $20,000 for 1,000 weight of tomato, and you have to get maybe 4 persons to harvest that. Well, four fours are 16. So 4 months to harvest, when 2,000 harvest 1,000 pounds of tomato for $20,000, you pay about $16,000 for harvesting. So that really, in a really PR to do that. Expense overall to take care of tomato till they reach to this. You see, the thing when we find out is that when the farmer tries to put out to get back production to a level, when it come back to a level, in a PR for the farmer, because sometimes the imported one come and they beat out the local one, because what really happens from the supermarket chain to the hotel chain, they have to order before the produce come from abroad. So when the produce come from abroad, even when ours are sell for cheaper price, them still are going to have the foreign one coming in, because them have to take it. Like ours have to go down to a price where in a PF is not even really found for you. Lettuce is another thing, because personally, me I experience that now. Because right now, me I lose maybe about 4,000 pounds of iceberg lettuce and maybe about 7,000 pounds of Romanian lettuce.
Yes? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I know market, because the foreign lettuce come in where they bring in, and then now hotel non-take none, supermarket non-take none from the local farmer, so it just work like that. Anytime we exceed where lettuce I go sell for $200 or $300 a pound, the foreign one come in and it beat you out. So you can't produce to get anything, because right now me I pay for this garden where me work on, me buy water for $23,000 for 5,000 gallons. And the 23,000 gallons, the 5,000 gallons, and a crop where maybe about 20,000, that now last year more than 2 days.
Yeah.
5,000 gallons done. Right? And every 2 days that you have to go push that. So just in that time when you have lettuce where heap up now where not really move. Me have Romanian lettuce in where one all weigh 3 pounds.
Whoa.
Iceberg where we are 2 pounds. Because of the amount of water. Me have to wait to make sure to go to 3 times a day. Just in order to keep that not burn or anything.
Yes.
Some of the sweetest lettuce. You understand? And right now me I lose a whole lot right now. A lot of the iceberg already go out. Them gone off, but
Up to now, I could have cut maybe about 4,000 pounds of rum here in a good order now.
Mm-hmm.
And still, I don't have any market.
Boy, no, that is sad.
You see?
Sad.
Mm.
Yes.
So when farmers put out everything, and when time you come to this now, this is the way you're treated. You come in like, if you have anything to do, you just move on to something else. Where if you even have your bread and butter somewhere else, where if you even have anything to sell, but you can't buy food, and you would have to try any more comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because I can remember that last year, the issue was that those crops were destroyed, so there was none on the market.
None. As a farmer, my town at Junction, as a farmer, me go out there when me go out there to buy. Me love lettuce. So I like sandwich. And when time I go and I go look at head, my wife I go look at head of lettuce. It just weigh half pound and a $500 for it. That means $1,000 a pound.
Yeah.
You understand? And sooner or later, as we go back in a production, you have a problem.
Mm.
As we go back in a production, it gone at zero.
Yeah.
You see?
No, that is a problem. That's a problem for the farmers. I heard the Ministry of Agriculture saying that they have RADA is supposed to work with the farmers down there to find market for the tomatoes. So you know if that is being done?
Me hear about that, but when RADA come on stream, I think maybe about $30 a pound, maybe them are go buy.
Mm.
And that if you are going to pay people to pick, you have to go transport if you go to the office, it doesn't even make sense.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
And the last time that happened to me, about 2 years back, and when me carry a 500 pound, they say me supposed to carry. And if me I go pay transport to carry 500 pound of tomato for $15,000, me have to pay a man to pick it and for transport to go to the office.
Yeah.
So when it comes down, it come in like saying that even worthwhile doing it neither.
Okay.
Because if say, well, then they will not go give you a price where decent enough for can help pay people to pick it and transport it, then it would have looked like help the farmer.
Yes.
The marketing person for RADA and me ask him to market for the lettuce and no. He can't find a market for me.
Whoa. No, sir, no, sir. And I can imagine that you are not the only farmer who is having that problem right now, Mr. Whiteley.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not good news for the farmers in St. Elizabeth at all.
So you see, sooner or later, things are going to happen with farmers going to go to production. And the thing about it, that's why I say, I don't like where politics play things. Because even when we lose now as farmers, and when things come, when they say come to RADA, the government get help to put to farmers, we as farmers still not benefit from the help we come, right? People are getting the help and not really farmer, them not nothing to lose. Mm-hmm. We are trying to keep production going, we not get no benefit when it comes to assistance from government. We don't.
Okay. Yes, sir. This is not good news at all. Not good news. Not good news. And we are just at the start of the year now, and 3 months. We're in the 3rd month, and I can remember several discussions we had. I mean, after Hurricane Beryl, right up to September last year, and we were saying that okay, the farm this year, the farmers are going to try again to put back to increase production, put back their shoulders to the wheels. But what we are hearing right now is not good at all for them.
Remember, farmers might have to get loan from bank and all of that in order to get themselves back in a production.
Yes.
When all of them things happen now, tell me how you pay your loan, how you get yourself started out.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, I go on January, the ending part of January.
Yes.
I go to Portmore. I'm going to go thing there, Portmore, Shoppers Fair, there, Portmore. And when we go to see some baby lettuce, the purple one, about quarter pound of that lettuce, 3 little baby one, for over $1,000.
Yeah.
Right? And you know, me go on my source and me get the same thing them. And me bring them, but because the market go right now, me have them, I go with me, I take them feed the same purple lettuce. You understand? Even to them, me just have to go haul up some of them where I blow up, get goat. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm funny, I'm say and for me them long way bigger. Because 3 of me could have weigh a pound, while 3 of them the one they just have weigh a quarter pound.
Yeah.
You understand? And I mean, to them, me have to haul up some give goat when me have. You see, sir. Look at it this way. When the foreign one come, it is important. But when the local one is here, there is no. It is not appreciated by our government.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You understand? No way at all. Farm agriculture and something where the government put as priority. You understand? And then now them are going to tell you, say, food security and you must eat where you grow and go where you eat. No, we do things in order to greasy purple lettuce and I know say, well then when it comes to it, they going to tell you. When it comes to it, me not work out you that way. And I work through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you have to just try and keep your shoulders to the wheel, Mr. Whiteley. I know it is tough, but let us do what we can to keep production going and grow some food. Thank you this evening very much for your time.
Man, you're welcome, man. You're welcome anytime.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Yes, man.
Yes, that is Farmer Mr. Desmond Whiteley there telling us about the situation in St. Elizabeth. And as you heard, the farmers down there are having a difficult time because there's a glut on the market. Yes? So vegetables, tomato, and other vegetables are in huge supply down there now. But the buyers are few. And therefore, the farmers are expected to lose a lot this year. It is not going to be easy. All right, that is where we are going to end this week's version of food security. And, you know, until next week, stay tuned. This is Rebel Radio. Let's take a break.
Lord, I'd love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the hurt to the cross, the pain you bear, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I'd love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the hurt to the cross, the pain you bear, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I'd love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. My Redeemer, yeah. Yes, he lives. Yes, he lives forever again. Who taught the sun where to stand in the morning? And who taught the ocean you can only come this far? And who showed the moon where to hide till evening? Whose words alone can catch a falling star? Well, I know.
Cool Oasis service stations are the fastest, coolest service stations around. Drive through and buy your phone cards from Cool Biz. Yes, it's easy. No paper, no pin. From the fastest, coolest service stations. Quality fuels, lubricants, and refreshments at the lowest prices. The cleanest restrooms and the smoothest service to make your drive even cooler. From the fastest, coolest service stations, get cool service and cool stuff fast at Cool Oasis service stations island-wide.
Madam ain't can when me drink and please her. Never gonna tease her. Boom, bang. You don't know, so rubber dub 8 tonic wine, the finest wine. So all of the man them wanna tune into the wine here, you know. You say if you don't want to go long and strong, you just tune into rubber dub.
Make your pockets skyrocket with Mayberry's Tranche 3 public bond offer. Invest from as little as $20,000 and earn 10.25% interest per annum. Take charge of your financial future and invest with confidence, knowing that your money is bound to return. Use your returns to accomplish financial goals, pay personal expenses, and invest even further. Visit bondberryja.com to view the prospectus and to learn more, or contact your investment advisor today. It's time to make your pockets skyrocket.
Supplies new arrival super sale. Big savings, widest selection on all new arrivals for all your home improvement needs. Beautiful tiles, sleek windows, stylish doors, sanitary ware, and top quality flooring for your bathroom, your kitchen, or living room. Tools got you covered. Don't miss it.
So come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road,
or online at toolsja.com.
Tools!
The Lion King of Hardware.
The expectation of a nation's like music Pleasant good afternoon. Welcome to the world of sports and entertainment. This is a midweek bulletin. Yes. And, you know, events, sports, and entertainment, that's hot on the ears and lips of everyone. In sports, everyone talking about football, especially the Champions League, and coming up, of course, that match at the National Stadium tomorrow between Inter Milan and of course, our own Cavaliers. And when I heard from the last time, I heard that no tickets were available for that match on Thursday at the National Stadium. Well, in the entertainment fraternity, one is talking about the passed on of the legend Coco T at age 65. He was in Miami and battling for life, and you know, the father of other ideas, and he's not with us, but we have to pay tribute to the man himself, who of course have come a long way in the history of Jamaican music, of where it's coming from, person who he was aligned to, and a lot of things about Coco T. Yes, we're gonna give you an excerpt of the man himself, Coco T, and all of his achievements and everything that he had done. Of course, he will be on the lips of a lot of entertainers and prominent Jamaican, especially in the music industry. And remember all of what his work. He will be well remembered by his music, similar to that of Dennis Brown and the legend Gregory Isaac and others, you know. So Coco T, long walk and continue to walk. Rest in peace, brother, in the musical industry. But first, let us get on with the sports, because we're going to just close off, give you a part of something about Coco T and paying tribute to him of all of what he has done in music in Jamaica. And we'll get to that after we go through this sport thing here. Okay, there's a match that is taking place in the Champions League as we speak now. It's extra time. Atletico Madrid had won, beating Real Madrid by 1-0, but it is tied on aggregate by 2-1, and it's extra time now. So, yes, let us hear what's happening, because it's a defending champions. Not looking so good against that team, same from Spain, Atletico Madrid. Here goes. Okay.
It's round of applause, the Brazilian fullback by supporters. So back on the way now. Oblak sets his sights long, search for Sorloth, traps it, holds off Rudiger, now squares it to his right. Here's Molina, keeps in place. Now Molina. Now infield. Here is the ball lifting for Barros towards Sorloth, and misses the ball. What an opportunity there for Sorloth. Lovely delivery from Barrios. Inside right, about 30 yards and goal. Spun towards the back post, and Sorloth completely missed the ball with his left foot. Oh, that was a really good opportunity there for Sorloth. And Real Madrid certainly got away with one.
Real Madrid, they're on the attack. You know, looking for that extra goal, but it is extra time. It is locked 2-2 on aggregate. So if it is going to stay the same way, then, you know, it's going to go down to the dreaded penalty kicks, right? And then who prevail in the penalty kicks will go through to the last 8. Through to the last 8 also is Arsenal, who have drawn 2-2 with PSV Eindhoven, and 9-3 on aggregate. Yes, 9-3 on aggregate. So Arsenal is through there. Also through is Aston Villa, 6-1 on aggregate over Club Brugge. And Borussia Dortmund getting the better of Lille there aggregate Borussia Dortmund 3, Lille 2. So the last match here, in the first half of extra time, it's Atletico Madrid winning the match 1-0, but it's tied 2-2 on aggregate. So it's extra time now, and it's still 2-2 as it is as we speak, right? Okay, another thing that's happening in the world of sports now is that Jamaica is ranked tier 2 now, because of some things that are not being put through at the National Stadium where they are doing some upgrade. So we are not at level 1, even though we laid a new track. There are other things that needs to put in place for that Jamaica to become tier 1. And this is being stipulated by the IAAF. And yes, it's an upgrade because when you look at it now, the Grand Slam event is coming up next month. So we don't know if anything is going to be ratified if Jamaica is not ready on time. That by the time Grand Slam track is to happen next month, we will wait and see. I don't know why this suddenly. I don't know what's the thing that the IAAF is doing. Right now, based on my opinion is I don't think, even though you get extended, and Co is doing a good job as president of the IAAF, yes, World Athletics. Yes, and he's not really, doing the things that to make athletic more attractive, and there are some things that are just putting in and it's not looking interesting and all of that. So we just hope that things can get better in time to come, but I don't think Sebastian Coe is doing a good job as president of World Athletics at this time. Okay. Okay, for events tonight, of course, we're having an event at Night Market, and looking forward to see what is gonna happen there. No, not Night Market. Tonight is Wednesday. Tomorrow is of course Dancehall Thursday up at Rebel T, and we're looking forward to that as well. All right, let us get into some music. As I promise, you're going to look back at a tribute to Cocotia a little from now. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, here we go. Fred Locke's Black Star Liner.
Running. I can hear the elders saying, these are the days for which we've been praying. 7 miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. 7 miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. It's repatriation, black liberation. Yes, the time has come, black man, you're going home. 7 miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. 7 miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. praying. 7 miles of Black Star Liners coming the harbor. 7 miles of Black Star Liners coming in the harbor. Marcus Garvey told us freedom is a must. He told us that the Black Star Liners are coming one day for us. 7 miles of Black Star Liners coming in the harbor. 7 miles of Black Star Liners coming in the harbor. 7 miles of Black Star Liners.
Yeah, man, the veteran right here, the man call him man Fred Locks, you know? 7 miles of Black Star Line. And there's a lot more, and I just want to pay tribute to this man here. And, you know, still around, doing his shows and lots of stuff. So big up yourself, Fred Locks. Big up yourself, Aisha. I know you're underground, doing a lot and so forth. So just playing this one for Fred Locks. Okay. All right, I'm going to give you a little special right here before going to anything about Cocotti. All right.
Cam Transfer, compagnie Paola, numéro 1.
Loving is not all about money.
Come on and love me.
Shabalance and Cocotti.
Love me too.
I'm a do man them know so what. Monetary love of a flea.
Love me.
Yeah, man, this man is just a combination back then with the dancehall Emperor Shabaranks. Love me truly, Cocotti and Shabaranks. You know, paying tribute to the late Cocotti. No, don't do that, Kings, don't do that, Cocotti. You know, coming back here, I've done so many collaboration with male and female artists, D-Angel, a lot of them. And we're going to just reminisce today and go right back, you know. We're going to just do this for Cocotti.
Woman them a look. Woman you find a lady full of street him like bus baby. Man for use a that the woman them a look. Woman you find a lady full of street him like bus. Box dip in him pocket and food gone cook. If the fish keep him out shut, him would not get cooked. Woman you have what it takes. Woman you have what it took. Fit jump on the money tree, it drop but up. X amount of money it's up in a for your bank book. Is it darling a second down no put us the world quiver. A man shake to how you look, pretty like a dolly in a storybook.
So love me.
No monetary love.
Love me truly.
If you love Cocotti, you love Cocotti, not for money.
I'll take you to Paris or Rome, and anywhere in this world we could roam, as long as we are all alone. I want to see you, baby, so come home and love me.
No monetary love, any monetary love.
Love me truly.
Leave we. Yeah, you know, man.
Love me.
Alright. I know money play a great factor in your life.
Cocotti and Shabaranks.
Got no money.
Sorry, no. Sorry, because what more you want the Rasta man in video since you come in a him life a hurricane pass through. House and land where the Ras give to you. Know you a bend up your face a wrinkle and screw. You know so Rasta love you more than Itals true. You want to be another public pass through.
Love me truly.
Don't be.
You know, we go up onto the half-hour mark, you know, so yes, going up to the half-hour mark, so we're just going to continue on paying the tribute to Cocotti.
Your money grabber. I love you, girl.
Remember the times that we used to share?
I hope you keep that in memory.
I want you to come right on over. Come tell me that you care. I am only a pauper, not a millionaire.
What?
But I've got sweet, sweet loving we both can share.
You think some money they have to spill
and love me?
Them young man, you know what this?
Love me truly.
Yeah, man. There's lots more going to do with coconut tea. So we're taking a pause just right there and we're going back to, some of what we have. Dre Don himself, looking for that one. Where is it? Yes, hold on right there.
Think of full time, till we stop being victimized, organize and centralize, let the shackles off your mind, Black nation rise, hold your head up with pride, them no care about black lives, now the ship up capsize, open up your eyes, firstly every African a queen and king. Know your past and you will know yourself within. Black man not got our color and no sin. Never trade my roots, me proud of my skin. Sin I forget the old slave master Jim. Pan back with busting and you know them now bring them from the plantation. Nowadays a prison. Hear the ancestors them singing African hymns. But we have to rise up in order to win. We have to see a floating sinking and we can't sing. Call out the black leaders in our communities. We stand against injustice and stand for unity. And in action rise, we don't think of full time. Till we stop being victimized, organize and centralize, let the shackles off your mind. Black nation rise, hold your head up with pride. Them no care about black lives, now the ship a capsize. Open up your mind. Freedom must come with a cost. You can't know the future if you don't know the past. If you sight the fullness, if you don't know the half. Them milk the mother cow and them want kill the calf. Check the status, it's off the grid off the graph. Look how much blocky youths them kill off the Ross. Classism, racism, black bread on them a ball. We have to fight all if we back against the wall like a Bengal roll. Bengal roll. Go back to your roots and your window and yourselves. We did that with our friends, no one time to rebel by the KKK. Enough black predators, them hang them in the suburbs, we in a projects, yo, you know see the trend. In a 2020, yo, we still a go pretend like slave master and slave bikini. They my friend, like Black Panther. Take a stance, yeah, my friend can't play cover, rise up from lions den. Reaching out to the rude boys and all the ragamuffins. You will fall for anything if you stand for something. Black nation rise, we don't think of full time. Till we stop being victimized, organize and centralize, let the shackles off your mind. Black nation rise, hold your head up with pride. Let no care about black lives, now the ship up capsize. Open up your eyes.
Don't know. Black Nation, Dredan.
Barry, I thought you were bringing an alien.
Warrior Chief Production. I'm gonna find this. Alright, let me just work on that. Get it. Alright.
Barry, I thought you were bringing an alien.
Mm-hmm.
she want a good life, no one to cause her pain and strife. She want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. She don't want no unsteady relationship, one way a rock like a rocking ship. Want a love that's steady.
You don't know because a lot of people know the good life and stuff, you know, and it's what I want to remind everyone, that life can be good but challenging, ups and downs, and this is what the song by Cocoa Tea just reminds us. The ladies want the good life. Not only them, but everyone wants a good life, I can tell you.
This can be one that brings back memory. She want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. She say she want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. She's been in and out of loving, and she says she must confess. She been used and abused, but there's no more time to lose. Oh no, because she want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. Say she want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. Hear this. She want a man that's filled with ambition, one who'll sit down and set up a plan. The future is secure for all life long. She want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. To say she want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. Well, she is a sweeter than Cleopatra. She's got style, she's got class. Any man would want to pass, but oh no. She say she want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. She want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. She says she want a man to settle down, not a man who want a girl in a every town. She want a man to treat her right, not a man who want to come in late at night. She want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. She says she want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. She's been in and out of loving, and she said.
Yes, so that's where we want to continue. The truth, we don't have enough time, because I only have a few minutes. I'm going to continue to pay tribute to the legend himself, Cocoa Tea. And we're going to continue to do it coming up this Friday, and you're going to give something about his life, the journey from then till now to the end. But he still walks. He walks into a different realm, and we just say, rest in peace, legend Cocoa Tea.
She must confess, she been used and abused, but there's no more time to lose. Oh no.
I just want to even reach out to my friends, my listeners, you know, Toughest, Karen, Lula, Lay, and of course, Seltzer Music Production. Seltzer, no. You know, the music thing, and you're supposed to, you know, remember everything about Cocoa Tea, everyone paying tribute. I know that even with Toughest, and even my friends down in Africa, Ghana, Jennifer Scantleberry down in Ghana, there, big up yourself. And everything that you're doing, I make sure pay tribute to you right there, Jennifer. And of course, in Namibia, yes, South Africa, on us. Big up on yourself anywhere it is at the time right now. Jennifer, I know that you're on it, and it's late wherever you are in Ghana at this time. I just wanted to say big up yourself and respect. And of course, my love in Philippines, Coney, yes. I know it's early in the morning and you're listening to the latest in reggae music as we pay this tribute to Cocoa Tea. So I just wanted to use this opportunity and say thanks for everything now. And looking forward to be back here again to do it all over in the world of sports and entertainment. We're going to take this out, finishing by Cocoa Tea.
Because she want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. She say she want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. She don't want no unsteady relationship, or one way I rock like a rocking ship. Want a life as steady as can be, one that brings back memory. She want a good life, no one to cause cause her pain.
Man, the tribute to Cocoa Tea is just for entertainment purpose only, and to be aware of what's happening in the music fraternity, and we play Cocoa Tea to let everyone be aware and know what is happening.
And strife. She want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. Woo, 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 woo. She say she want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. Now she is a sweeter than Cleopatra. She's got style, she's got class. Any man would want to pass. Whoa, whoa. But she want a good life, no man to cause her pain and strife. She say she want a...
Yes, man himself, Cocoa Tea. Rest in peace, brother, the legend himself, Cocoa Tea. So we'll be back here again on Friday, and we'll do it back all over again on the world of sports and entertainment.
Oh, so rising higher, higher, there's magic everywhere. The expectation of a nation's like music to the air. We're singing a brand new song.
Cool Oasis service stations are the fastest, coolest service stations around. Drive through and buy your phone cards from Cool Biz. Yes, it's easy. No paper, no pin. From the fastest, coolest service stations. Quality fuels, lubricants, and refreshments at the lowest prices, the cleanest restrooms, and the smoothest service to make your drive even cooler. From the fastest, coolest service stations, get cool service and cool stuff fast at Cool Oasis service stations island-wide.
When me drink come please her. Never gonna tease her. Bang bang. You don't know it's a rubber dub 8 tonic wine, the finest wine. So all of the man them wanna tune into the wine here, you know. You say if you don't want to go long and strong, you just tune into rubber dub.
Make your pockets skyrocket with Mayberry's Tranche 3 public bond offer. Invest from as little as $20,000 and earn 10.25% interest per annum. Take charge of your financial future and invest with confidence, knowing that your money is bound to return. Use your returns to accomplish financial goals, pay personal expenses, and invest even further. Visit bondberryja.com to view the prospectus and to learn more, or contact your investment advisor today. It's time to make your pockets skyrocket.
Supplies new arrival super sale. Big savings, widest selection on all new arrivals for all your home improvement needs. Beautiful tiles, sleek windows, stylish doors, sanitary ware, and top quality flooring for your bathroom, your kitchen, or living room. Tools got you covered. Don't miss it.
So come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road,
or online at toolsja.com.
Tools!
The Lion King of
Pockets skyrocket with Mayberry's Tranche 3 public.
Welcome back to to Rebel Radio. And we are going to go over to Guyana now. Yes, Guyana, like us, like Jamaica, they are having elections are constitutionally due in Guyana this year. Also in Trinidad. But in Guyana, last week, they are having some issues with the voters list. And last week, they made a startling discovery of what appeared to be some bogus registration. You know, they are having issues. I have with me this afternoon I'm calling her a rebel fan. Yes, Amanza Walton DeSerge. She is the opposition spokesperson foreign affairs in Guyana and a member of the opposition. Good evening, Amanza. How are you today?
Good evening, Desmond. I am well, thank you. Always happy to be here with you and your listeners.
Yes. So, that discovery last week appears to be bogus. Is that the case?
You broke up there. Sorry?
No, I'm saying that discovery there last week with those 100 and odd names. It appears to be a bogus list. Is that so?
Well, the numbers are in excess of 60 persons is the last fact check that we had on that. And I don't think that there's any way that one address could possibly produce over 60 persons. But Desmond, this is a part of a larger problem, or it's an indicator of a larger problem that we have. Mm-hmm. Because, for example, the voters list here, as it stands as of January 2025, is 735,000 people.
That sounds like it's more than the population.
It is close to the number of the population. Now, in mid-2024, it was 718,000.
Yes.
And we were already deeply concerned. And then in January of 2025, it rose to a staggering 735.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No.
And so there's this dramatic increase of up to nearly 75,000 voters from the list, names on the list from the 2020 election.
Yes.
And the government cannot, and the Guyana Elections Commission cannot offer a credible explanation.
Yes.
For this state of affairs. And you know and understand very well the opportunity for mischief that such a severely bloated list poses. And, you know, the point has to be made that in 2020, after we had those hotly contested elections, every observer mission to the elections had one common recommendation, and that is a new, clean voters list.
Yes.
The PPPC administration has resisted that call up to today. And we keep saying in the opposition that we're not afraid of a clean voters list. We've advocated for a clean voters list. We've advocated for biometrics at the place of poll. The PPPC government has refused to allocate funding for such an endeavor. They have refused to pass the legislation to cleanse the voters list, even though we indicated time and again our 100% support for any legislation that they will bring to help to call the voters list of those people who are dead, those persons who might have died overseas and whose deaths may not have been registered here and therefore still appear on the voters list, etc. So it is not a question of opposition cooperation in this regard. It's not a question of the lack of resources, because probably for the very first time in our country's history, we have the financial and the fiscal space to implement biometrics at the place of poll. What it is a clear indication of the PPPC's government, their unwillingness to make sure that we have a clean voters list. And I think it is a precursor to their intention. It's a clear indication, rather, of their intention to do mischief at the upcoming elections. Because why else would you be afraid of cleansing the list? Why else would you be afraid of biometrics at the place of poll?
Yes. Now I understand that the majority of those persons who were found on that list there are Venezuelans. Is that so?
Now, we are gathering information and evidence, because what the PPPC government did in 2021 was to amend the Registration of Births and Deaths Act. Now, in any other Caribbean country, let us say an adult who was not registered, whose birth was not registered at birth, usually they may be entitled to be given a birth registration if they are able to establish that they are who they say they are. Now, in Trinidad, for example, there are a number of requirements. If you went to school, you had to have a letter from the school, or you had to have an extract of the school records. If you were baptized by a priest, a baptismal certificate. If you were brought into the world or delivered by a midwife, you had to have an affidavit there. You had to produce the names of your siblings, etc., etc. Very detailed requirements before you could be deemed to be entitled to have a late birth registered, right?
Right.
Now, this is what the government of Guyana did. They took all of that out of our laws. And they replaced the requirement with affidavit from, quote unquote, a person of standing in the community, or a justice of the peace, or what we call here a Toshao, which is the traditional Amerindian leaders within the various Amerindian communities.
Yes.
And based on that, affidavit sworn by a Toshao, for example, that says Desmond is this person, he was born here, etc., etc., that is the sole basis upon which it is you could now be granted the late registration of birth, which means that it entitles you to be given a Guyanese birth certificate, which means you are, as of right, entitled to be entered onto the National Register of Registrants and extracted onto the voters list.
Yes.
So what the PPPC government has been doing is using a complicit web of Toshaos and justices of the peace in the far-flung areas in the Essequibo. They have been generating these affidavits, issuing these birth certificates, and giving them out to persons who are not legitimately entitled to them, and to persons who, from a country with whom we have a simmering border dispute. It is the height of irresponsibility that this government is displaying. But this has always been the PPPC administration. They have a very shiny reputation out there in CARICOM as if they're progressive, etc. But if you look closely enough, you will see and understand exactly how they're jeopardizing our very sovereignty in the name of grabbing for power.
Yes. So in fact, then, Amanza, what you are saying, that some of those additional names on the voters list could well be bogus.
Are very well persons who are not entitled to receive citizenship, but who, because the PPPC understands that their traditional support base has migrated, they're now trying to gerrymander the population in such a manner that they perceive will enable them to hold on to power.
Yes. So what is going to happen to those names that appeared, those 100 other names that appeared at one address? What is going to happen?
Well, GCOM has to give an explanation as to why this is happening. GCOM has to give an explanation as to why. Because the other thing that the government did is that they did away with house-to-house registration.
Yes.
So no longer, yes, maybe about 3 years ago, they did away with house-to-house registration. So now I could go into a GCOM office, claim that I am at a particular address, and I'm registered to that address. This is why. You could have dozens of people being registered to one address. Now, had it been house-to-house registration, you would have had to register the person at the house. They would have had to have been there at the time allocated for registration. And if they miss that, then and only then, office-based registration. But they've completely done away with house-to-house registration. And this is the dilemma that we find ourselves in. And they will tell you, scrutineers ought to go check. Well, we're discovering that complicit scrutineers are signing off and not even going to visit the premises.
Well, no, this must be of concern, because what you're saying, and the fact that elections are due this year, we are now in March. The Election Commission has indicated that they don't have enough time to acquire and install biometrics machines. So, from all indications, the elections are going to be held on the same voters list that was used the last time, which had so many.
Thereby inviting post-election discontent.
Yes. That is what it is heading
And so sometimes
for.
I have to wonder whether the PPPC government is bent on engendering post-election strife so that they could wield state power against what they see or who they see as dissenting citizens.
Boy, yes.
It is shaping up to be a very worrying situation. And I will say this, because leaders in CARICOM are very fond of weighing in on Guyanese elections, particularly when they are contentious. So I'm calling on CARICOM leaders to note and to understand the concerns of the opposition as it relates to this bloated voters list, as it relates to the government of Guyana and GCOM's disregard for the very strong recommendations made by CARICOM, by the Carter Center, by the EU observers, that a new clean voters list should be prepared prior to any election being held.
Yes.
And so I hope that they note it, because when Guyanese express dissatisfaction, if they perceive that the elections were not carried out in a free, fair, and transparent manner, they have no excuse. No excuse whatsoever, because these matters have been highlighted and they continue to remain silent in the face of us raising these concerns.
Understood. And I can really imagine that the opposition, that this is going to be, or it is one of the opposition's campaign tool.
No, well, absolutely. And there is a case currently filed in the High Court that will come up for hearing soon in this regard. And so we that is another weapon in our arsenal that we have at our disposal, because we have to, I believe, exhaust every legitimate means of having this matter resolved.
Yes.
Like I said, we have approached the courts. We have indicated our willingness to sign off on the legislation that the government has to pass in order to be able to cleanse the list. So we stand ready to support free and fair elections.
Yes. Well, the situation, Amanza, is not, from all indications, the government is not willing or has not indicated its intention to address those issues.
It it has clearly indicated that it will not be addressing any of the issues. And so they're precipitating a situation where Guyanese will have no choice but to make their displeasure known, because who is listening at this time that we are highlighting all of these difficulties, showing very clearly where the discrepancies are?
Yes.
A blind eye apparently is being turned. So I look forward to seeing all of the comments from the CARICOM leaders.
But
because they cannot say that they are unaware, because we have been raising this at every forum. We have been speaking to the international community about this.
Yes.
And there has been no acceptable, if any at all, intervention in this regard.
Okay. Well, Amanza, we have to keep our eyes on this situation. Want to thank you for the time this evening, and we are going to continue to talk about these issues and to keep them on the forefront.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Always happy to be here with you, Desmond, and to brief you and your listeners. Have a great evening.
You too. That's Amanza Walton Desir there, and the opposition spokesperson on foreign affairs. And, you know, she's bringing us, just brought us up to date on the situation in Guyana as it relates to the poll, to the electoral list. Yes. Now that is something that needs some attention, and the government has indicated its intention not to address that matter. That is something that it is not, does not sound good at all. Yes, but we will keep you informed about what is happening. As you know, one of our duty here at Rebel Radio is to keep our listeners and viewers informed about what is happening in our Caribbean neighboring countries. Because remember, we are one people, and we just have to let us go for a break. This is Rebel Radio.
Bond offer.
we lost one of our foundation musician, Coco T. Yes. And you know, we at Rebel Radio, we have to be, we are not making any apology. This the foundation musicians, we have to pay respect to them because they are the ones who has put Jamaica where it is as a musical superpower. Yes. So we are a supporter and a defender of reggae music. The current brand of music, the dancehall music, we at Rebel Radio, we are not supporters of the dancehall brand of music. The dancehall music of today, yes, we don't subscribe to the lyrics. No. Just want to remind my listeners and viewers about, remember the sad passing of our colleague, the great Leslie Miles. His funeral will be held on Saturday, March 15 at Madden's Funeral Chapel, Montego Bay, starting at 11 a.m. Interment in the Latry St. James. Yes. So, life is what one makes it, make it, and you made it beautiful, and the vibrancy of a well-lived life never fades. Yes. So, we just reminding our colleagues, friends and associates that Leslie will be buried on March 15th. So if you can make it to pay his last respect, your last respect to the giant, yes, one of the giants of journalism, yes, try and make it. We are planning now, a goodbye session for Leslie. It is still in the planning stage. We can't give you any notice about that, any more information about that right now. But we will keep you abreast of whatever is being planned as our final goodbye to our friend. Yes, and as we say, a giant of the journalism profession, and one who has done a lot to promote journalism in Jamaica and the Caribbean. Yes. So let us bear in mind our good friend Leslie Miles. Yeah, man. As we said, the other thing that we have on our agenda here is that we are watching closely how the Caribbean responds to the American decision to withdraw visas to Caribbean officials who are supporting the Cuban medical assistance. Most Caribbean countries are in receipt of Cuban medical assistance right now. And the Americans are saying that, listen, we are going to withdraw your visa if you continue with the program. So we are watching carefully to see what is done, how the Caribbean responds. So far we have had some responses from Caribbean leaders. I know Dr. Gonzalez of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has indicated that he would prefer to lose his visa than to abandon the program. But let us see how the government respond to that, because that it is a serious matter. So let us see how they respond to it. Okay, we have come to the end of today's program. Thanks to my listeners and viewers, my technical operator Kevin. Yes, very thankful. And as usual, we want you and urge you to stay away from the gunmen. Keep out of disputes, right? And if there's a dispute, let us try to settle it using peaceful means. We want to reduce the murders this year. And we are battling for the police to reduce killings. Remember, drive safely on the road. Last night I was on the road and I was on the highway, and I tell you, I see some driving, some speeding. Boy, I don't know when we are going to reduce the number of accidents, cut down the speedings. Until Friday, this is Rebel Radio. I am Desmond Richards.
Service stations are the fastest, coolest service stations around. Drive through and buy your phone cards from Cool Biz. Yes, it's easy. No paper, no pin. From the fastest, coolest service stations. Quality fuels, lubricants, and refreshments at the lowest prices. The cleanest restrooms and the smoothest service to make your drive even cooler. From the fastest, coolest service stations, get cool service and cool stuff fast at Cool Oasis service stations island-wide.
Never gonna tease her. Boom, bang. You don't know, so rubber dub 8 tonic wine, the finest wine. So all of the man them wanna tune into the wine here, you know. You say if you don't want to go long and strong, you just tune into rubber dub.
Make your pockets skyrocket with Mayberry's Tranche 3 public bond offer. Invest from as little as $20,000 and earn 10.25% interest per annum. Take charge of your financial future and invest with confidence, knowing that your money is bound to return. Use your returns to accomplish financial goals, pay personal expenses, and invest even further. Visit bondberryja.com to view the prospectus and to learn more, or contact your investment advisor today. It's time to make your pockets skyrocket.
Supplies new arrival super sale. Big savings. Savings' widest selection on all new arrivals for all your home improvement needs. Beautiful tiles, sleek windows, stylish doors, sanitary ware, and top quality flooring for your bathroom, your kitchen, or living room. Tools got you covered. Don't miss it.
So come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road,
or online at toolsja.com.
Tools!
The Lion King of Hardware. He's always there for me. Yeah, yeah. So no matter what the circumstances may be, no, God is always there for me. Yeah, through the sunshine or through the rain, through the pressure or through the pain, God is always there for me. So I met this old man. He was so poor, didn't hold no bed, so we slept on the floor. He's always smiling, never heard him complain. He said that proving God again and again. So no matter what the circumstances may be, God is always there for me. Yeah. Through the sunshine or through the rain, through the pleasure or through the pain, God is always there for me. No matter what the circumstances may be, yeah, God is always there for me. Yeah. Through the good times or through the bad, through the happy times or through the sad, God is always there for me. God is always there for me. Yeah. Through the sunshine or through the rain, through the pleasure or through the pain, God is always there for me. No matter what the circumstances may be, yeah, God is always there for me. Yeah. Through the good times or through the bad, through the happy times or through the sad, God is always there for me. The landlord wears the rent, school fee too, partner drop bombs, and the youth them need you. Friends all ask me what I'm gonna do. I smile and tell them that God will see me through. So no matter what the circumstances may be, yeah,